BJ from Board Game Gummo. I've got my guest here, Bill Lasek, the designer of Koi. Bill, I want to talk to you about a game that I'm going to be playing tomorrow night. I just actually got my hands on it on Sunday, and I think you've played it, Fireball Island.
So I have had a chance to handle the components. I have not actually played a whole game yet,
Oh,
but
you're like me then.
yeah. It I've seen it all set up. It is wonderful. It looks really cool. I've seen people playing it, but I couldn't get to the table. This game is one of the best games of the year, as far as I'm concerned, because it literally gave people back their childhood as they remember it. So yeah, it's an awesome game.
Yeah, that's a good point because we're debating on the Gumbo crew. These guys are the members of the Gumbo crew are constantly ragging on me about this game, saying, "Oh, it's just a big giant mouse trap." And I never played Fireball Island. I was more of a Dark Tower guy growing
Yeah,
up. I think Fireball Island came out after I got out of high school, but I've known about the game. I've watched it. I was worried that the game that they were selling was going to be, similar to the game that was back then. In other words,
yeah,
not really a modern style game. I
yeah.
broke everything out last night, set it all up, started playing kind of a fake game between three players. I was having a blast just moving the pieces around myself,
Oh yeah.
rolling the boulders, flicking the tiger. Man, I'm excited about it.
The JR Justin, the whole Restoration Games team does phenomenal work in all their games. I mean, they kept the heart of it. So old Fireball Islands roll the move. Now you have cards. You can choose a value. Your action turns. They added set collection, trying to get all these different photo captures to close an end game. There's a timer that you basically now to push your luck mechanic. Hey, one person gets off the island. You only have a limited amount of time left. Maybe you're going to win. Maybe you're not. You push it and you get stuck on the island. It's definitely a more modernized version of the game. And that's why I said they're giving people back their childhood as they remember it. Because I have fond memories of Fireball Island as a kid.
But you didn't want to play that game.
If I played it today, it would probably be horrible. Kind of like if you watch an old episode of He-Man, you go, how did I sit through this as a little kid? But I loved He-Man as a boy. Just not the same anymore.
Steve O'Rourke passed by the Restoration Games booth and he said Suze was demoing Fireball Island nonstop and everyone was having a blast. And Luke said, hey, this is a game that he remembers. He has such nostalgia for Fireball Island, but that's not really why I bought the game. Like you said, I didn't want the nostalgia. I wanted a game, a good beer, and this is what I've told my buddies. I want a good beer and pretzel game that we can laugh and joke around and play a little bit of, take that on each other. It doesn't have to be Teotihuacan every single night. Let's play a game that's just for fun, right?
I agree.
And there's Luke saying, proud to say I still have my copy from the 80s. Wow, Luke, man, hold on to that. It might
Luke,
be worth
I'm jealous of you.
Yeah, that might be worth. So Fireball Island, when are you breaking it out? You've got your own copy?
Yep, that's going to be this weekend. Actually, it's funny. I have my own copy, and my best friend lives next door. He got his own copy. We're breaking out his. Mine's going to stay on the shelf for when my daughter gets a little older, just to make sure we have a good intact copy for her.
Well, I was very proud. I actually broke it out, played with it last night, and then following the Restoration Games update on the Kickstarter, I was able to put it all back in one big box. Because I got everything. The only thing that doesn't fit in the original box, I got all the expansions, all the cards, everything in there. The only thing that doesn't fit is the Cutlass expansion, the big pirate ship. So,
yeah, because that has the all extra board. So yeah,
that's the only thing. But just as Justin said, you can fit everything into one box. So I'm pretty happy about that.